In this week's video, it's someone's special birthday, and it all gets a bit mucky near the end. The new drone's arrived and we take it for a flight round at Smugglers. Gives us a chance to practice some of those tricky shots that we have to get. We always fly the drone in manual, so all of the shots you see are never taken using electronics. It takes a little while to learn, and this drone flies slightly differently to the other one. But hey ho, we're on it now. There's no pirates in this video, but we do get snuck up on by the Navy. In this video we start off at Keckover, then we move up to Cache, onto Calcan, and eventually we end up in Jamla Bay, which is another one of our favourites, although it can get a bit busy. While we were in Smugglers Bay, I was able to edit a couple of videos and get them uploaded. We had great signal, and it was while we were there that we clicked over to 10,000 plus subscribers. That number's now gone up quite significantly. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed, and if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, then you're probably one of those that are showing in our analytics. Now this particular figure here is just for one day, Friday the 17th of May, and you can see 748 viewers were new and not subscribed. So subscribe, it costs you nothing. And it really helps us out, guys. It's not very often in this day and age somebody offers you something free, so subscribe so you don't miss one of our videos. So the new drone's arrived and we still haven't named him. We're waiting for something appropriate to appear in the comments, so if you've got a good name for the drone, let us know. And I don't mean Droney McDrone Face. All of the drone flying that we do is actually undertaken manually, so shots like this you have to fly the drone in a circle while rotating it and moving it sideways and then going down at the same point. As you do that you need to tilt and pan with the camera. It's quite tricky to do, but we think you get a better video, and once it's been edited it really can look good. But that's just our thoughts. Let us know what you think in the comments. Anyway, we've been practicing that as the new drone flies slightly different to the old one, even though it's supposed to be the same make and model, or virtually the same make and model, but it just seems a bit quicker, a bit more flighty. Anyway, once we've done that, it was time to celebrate somebody's big birthday. No, it wasn't Joe, it was Cindy's. And so we all went over to the Keckover Fish restaurant, where they hosted a great party. And they managed to get us cake and get me some flowers for Sid too.
Where do we normally get these from? It's got Tesco. No, Texaco. This is before Tesco's.
It's not really lovely actually.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Smell them here. They look lovely. And that's unusual flowers. I love them. Well done.
Not just a pretty face, you know.
Amazing.
Hey!
Fantastic.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cindy. Happy birthday to you.
Well, Dee, you're in for a treat. You got the big wonky bit.
After the serving of the cake, we had a Turkish disco. And then it all got very mucky after that. Once again, I have to say thank you to the Keckover Fish House and Moochar, its owner, who set up the birthday party for us. We could have had it on the roof terrace as well. Never thought of that. Hey ho, thanks guys. For 9 days out, we're out of fresh fruit and veg, so let's come to a little fruit and veg store. Got some bits and bobs.
Gosh, it's only like 9:30 in the morning, it's really baking.
You got sun cream down the side of your nose, don't? Oh look, grapes, grapevine grain. Oh, and chilies, some chilies there. Do with a bit of water. Off to Denmere. Denmere. They look like blackberries, but I'm not going to eat them, just in case they're not. So it's Sunday morning, the day after Cindy's birthday party, and oh, more bird poo. We are just about to weigh anchor. The wind is actually on the nose, as it always is when you're at anchor, obviously, but we're heading that way, which is west. I think we're going to stop at Cash. We're going to try out the buoys that our friend Kevin suggested. Now we know there's 5 of them up there. There may be more. Hopefully there'll be room on there. Whether there's going to be room for 4 boats, I don't know. If not, we're going to be anchoring, or we'll look at an alternative. But meanwhile, time to get the anchor up, get the snubber off. I've only used one line of our snubber while we've been here because it's very, very protected. But yeah, that's the plan. So it's Joe's birthday, Patreon Joe there, happy birthday Joe. He's in Blue Eyes with Sarah, and there's David's over there waving his hand gloriously over there. Cindy's at the helm, and Peter is behind us here in White Cat. We're right, anchor ball's down. Time to stop faffing, get on with it. Let's put the camera down. A guy just swam literally right up to the boat as we were lifting the anchor. The boat's moving everywhere because the anchor was straight down. I had to whistle him down, shout at him. Oh, what an idiot.
There's something wrong here.
Okay, you take the camera. I think I've got something on the rudder. A bit of polythene or something on the rudder. Barnacles or something, I don't know. Just a bit of vibration on At some point over the last couple of days, a piece of polythene had wrapped itself around our propeller and I could feel it through the rudder. We managed to get it off by a quick burst of reverse, but hey ho.
Guess what?
What?
We're sailing
Yeah.
for a change.
They've got the engine ticking over just so that we can build some battery volts up. So we had all the lights on last night, Cindy's birthday, and the fans running. We're doing 6.5 or thereabouts. Engine's just on tick over, slightly above, about 1200, maybe 1000 rather than that. And we have a bit of a flappy Genoa, a few white caps, 10 or 12 knots of wind on the beam, on the port side. So charging up all the battery lights, look. Proper sailing, almost. It wasn't far round to the Anchorage, which is directly opposite Cache Town. Now the buoys that have been put there are at this moment in time free. You're not charged to use them. They are well maintained, and after we'd had a good look at them, we decided to stay on one overnight. There were about 6 or 8 maybe on our side of the bay, and another half a dozen the other side. I woke up to these this morning. Generators running. Quite loud. They were anchored over there. Somebody needs their injectors looking at, I think. Probably gas turbines actually, but we had the military here this morning, but we're going to move because it's pretty busy here, and the locals roar about in their gullets and their day boats with no consideration for anyone else, and it's just so bouncy, it's unbelievable. And just Cindy's just rolling this up. I'm trying to. But there's the buoys that we've been on, and it's a huge bay, absolutely massive. There's quite a bit on the caves over there, tombs, more of those. Maybe we can find something on Wiki and put it in for you, but apparently it's a really good walk. But we need to get up to Fethiye, so we're going to Kalkan tonight. We're going to anchor there, possibly tie back, but I think probably just anchor, and then move on to Fethiye the following day. It all sounds a bit rushed. There's Eternité there. It all sounds a bit rushed, but I need to go and have a blood test. I need to find a hospital and get that done, and also I need to get my prescription for my glasses filled. I've had the same glasses for 4 years, and they need changing. So we're going to do that. We're good for water, we're good for diesel. We probably could do with a bit of petrol for the outboard, but we've got 5 litres. That's about it. We are going to pull the line from the buoy, or buoy as you Americans say. So we have 2 lines. We have the line that is the pickup on the bottom of the buoy, and then we have our own line going through the ring on the top. Right, need to go and do that. We'll be on our way. From Cash we made our way up to Cowcan. The others stayed in Cash as they wanted to do some shopping in the main town. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Had a terrible night. We were across the swell, and of course the swell's now eased up. There's nothing. That's where we were before when we were in the Barley, anchored over there. This is the bay, and over here last night a big gullet came in about 11 o'clock last night. It took him about an hour in the dark to get his lines ashore, drop his anchor. Oh yeah, we didn't have a lot of kip last night. Now tomorrow there's a bit of a wind coming through, and it's going to be from the east generally. Well, that way's east, so this is going to be a bit open. We're going to go up to a little place called Jamla Island. We have been there before. We only stayed one night. Again, we were in the Barley Cat, and it was nice. We got to fly the drone. Didn't get to fly the drone as much as I'd like to, but we had other things to do. A nice big pink house up there, look. Lots of houses cut into the hillside here. They don't look very big, these mountains, but they are. Ought to look them up and see how high they are. Lots of iron in the ground, as you can see. It's a lovely spot, but it has two problems, and one is that it's open to the east, and the other one is that just around the corner there's a little marina that's full of day boats, and they all come in here in the prevailing westerlies or southwesterlies, and it's like boat soup. And the rest of the flotilla are back down in Cash. They wanted to do some shopping yesterday. We'd already stocked up on everything. The only thing we haven't got a lot of is fresh fruit and vegetables. Last time we had a big shop for those was at the market at Fetier. So yeah, that's us done. As you can see, there's not a lot of wind, so we're probably going to be motoring most of the day, but then that's the med. Somebody actually asked us in the comments and said, you must be fed up with motoring, blah blah blah, looking forward to a good sail. Yeah, we are, but you know, that's the nature of the beast. You know, we got probably 2 hours of good sailing yesterday, and then we had to motor into it, because as we came round the headland, that one in the distance you can see there, the wind changed by 90 degrees, so we went from a broad reach to right on the nose, and it's just not worth tacking into it. So that's it. We're going to leave this beautiful Anchorage and off to the next one. Crew's all excited and ready to go. Right, let's make tracks. From Cowcan we headed northwest along the coast. We'd had some problems with the GPS due to the sunspots, and solar activity was interfering with the GPS. But when we got to Jamla, it was just as pretty and as picturesque as we remember it. It really is a lovely spot. It is somewhat busy in the summer though.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I were would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
We have something like 340 videos on YouTube, and they're all sorts. There's touristic videos showing you places that we go, and there's also technical videos showing how we've solved problems that you might have. So if you enjoy watching our videos, tell us what you'd like to see. Would you like to see more dronage, less dronage, more music, better music? Would you like to see us endorsing products or testing them? We've traditionally kind of steered away from that because there's lots of other people doing it. But if you want something tested, we'll give it a hard time, I can assure you, and tell you whether it's really worth what you're going to spend your money on. Let us know in the comments exactly what it is you want to see or see more of. Anyway, meanwhile you could help us out by doing a couple of things. Like, subscribe and share your videos with like-minded people. That really helps us out and it costs you nothing to do it. Don't forget, all our links are in the description, or you can go to our website www.svimpavidus.com. Until next time guys, sail safe.